Hello, welcome to the Cup Night channel. My name is Shane, and today I'll be doing a reading for you connecting to the energy of Jupiter. And yeah, so if we were to look at the actual sky with our eyes or telescope, you would see that Jupiter is kind of like closer to Gemini, but also in between Gemini and Cancer. So yeah, there's kind of this like transitional energy, right? We're going from the twins to the crab. We're going from an air sign to a water sign. Yeah. So if we look at the true sky chart and we look for the glyph for Jupiter, which is over here, you'll see the little ticker. Let's see. This one's actually, it's glitched a little bit. You see the orange tickers down here, but the glyph is way up here. I'm not sure why it does that. It does that sometimes. But this is where it is in Gemini. Just entered the seventh house, also kind of on this boundary, but in the on the other side, right? So there's this like balancing of these opposites here. But seventh house Gemini. Yep, seventh house. And seventh house is Libra energy. So this is all about relationships to others, how you relate to others through partnerships of all kinds. The seventh house is opposite the first house. So it is, first house is all about me. Seventh house is all about you, right? So yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Let's get started. I want to start today with a random figure from the randomlist.com generators. We got a lot of really cool random generators on here. So let's see what we get. A duck. Yeah. So if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck, right? There may be something or someone, since we're dealing with the seventh house, the other in your life, that you have been kind of like having intuitions about. You're like, are they that way? I don't know. I don't have any concrete evidence, but their behaviors sure seem to be pointing to the fact that they are indeed this thing. That's kind of the energy I'm getting here. It's like your suspicions, your intuitions about a certain person may be correct. And with Jupiter being in Gemini, there is an expansion of communication here. So there may be some information coming through to confirm your intuitions. So that's an interesting start to this reading. Uh, on the pre-shuffle, I had the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, so you could be dealing with a feminine figure. It doesn't have to be a female, could be a male with feminine qualities. Put it where it goes for you, but yeah, Queen of Pentacles, and then also this is standing out to me. Four of Pentacles on the bottom. There's some kind of like holding back, right? Somebody is guarded, maybe withholding information. And then on the archetypes, we have the one. So, yeah, I'm kind of seeing this as a gentle reminder that though we are all separate individuals, we are also all one system, right? We all live on the same Earth, in the same solar system. We are all interwoven. We are all, helplessly dependent on one another. So, we don't want to demonize others, right? Because they have their own journeys with things that happen to them that may have led them to end up behaving as whatever this is that you are perceiving them to be. Maybe you are seeing them as duck-like in some capacity. Oh, ducks are crazy, right? Their feathers are really beautiful. There's all different kinds of ducks. They are transitional creatures. They can fly, so air, and then they can also swim, water. And they can also walk on the earth. So they're kind of like you have three realms going on there for them. Um, so this person that you are thinking about or having suspicions about may be kind of a slippery, hard to pin down, mercurial kind of figure. Yeah. So let's dive a little bit more into that. I'll start with the tarot and see what wants to come through. Spirit, what do we need to know about this figure? This duck-like figure. Oh, all right. So we got the Ace of Swords coming out. So the truth coming out, clarity. All right. So like I said, the planets, the planetary positions have confirmed it, right? There is some kind of expansive communication coming through regarding this person. Now, with Jupiter being the planet of focus today, this person could be in a position of power. Jupiter is, he's like the god of gods, right? It's Zeus. Um, so it could be somebody with potentially like a big ego in some way. We all have egos. That's not to be judgmental about that. It's just to say that maybe theirs is noticeable. Yeah. So we also have the Page of Pentacles coming through here. This is someone bringing in new information or a new opportunity, something concrete, evidence, perhaps the evidence that you've been looking for to confirm your suspicions. So we have words with the sword, and then we also have something physical in some way with the pentacles. Air and earth energy. We have the Five of Swords on the bottom, I just noticed, so there's definitely this conflictual energy. There's some kind of combative energy surrounding whatever this is. Whatever this situation is for you. Let's get a little bit more. What else can we know? Let's see here. Anything else we can know, please? Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Well, that one wanted to come out too. Okay. I'm pretty sure the one that just fell on the floor is the tower, but it landed face down. So we'll see. We have the King of Pentacles. This is making me think big ego energy, right? Somebody who has a lot of resources and power in some way. Let's see what this card that fell on the floor is. It was the tower. Yeah. So there is a big upset coming in, disruption. And yeah, big. The tower and death together. This is like something shocking, some shocking revelation that causes big foundational change and transformation. So the plot thickens. Yeah, let's get a little bit more about this. Let me get some nouns. All right, so I'm gonna have to adjust this one because it gives me 12 and I don't want 12, although I did just see pig there. This could be somebody who may be a bit greedy in some way. I'm kind of feeling it in the negative light. Pigs are not, I'm not saying all pigs are greedy. Like, pigs are great animals, they're very intelligent, they're fun, they make awesome noises, they have really good senses of smell, they're used to hunt rare treasures of truffles. So, yeah, pigs are awesome. But in this case, with the way this reading is unfolding, I'm kind of picking it up in a negative light, like a sense of greediness. Okay, so we have hot, market, and foot. Hot foot. This is like hot pursuit. Like, this person might be in some trouble, and it could be related to business with market coming through. Let's get a little bit more about this. So I'm getting this sense of like running from something related to do with like business dealings or yeah, anything to do with like the market, right? Like in exchange of goods and services, money, things like that. All right, so we got a really interesting reading going on today. Seventh house. It's also important to reflect on how this person's behaviors could represent aspects of you as well. So it's good to keep in mind, like, what would you be doing if you were put in a similar situation, right? If you were this person, would you be behaving the same way? Um, it's hard to know that, without knowing their full history. Maybe you don't know a lot about their background or what they went through, things like that. So it's just good to keep in mind that you don't know the full story, so you don't know why they're doing what they're doing. Potentially. You might. You might know a lot about this person. I don't know. Put it where it goes for you. But, all right. Let's see. We've got the Page of Wands. Yeah, so hot foot, right? This is like it's kind of giving me this little bit of an immature kind of energy. Um but the feet, I mean, because foot is coming through, standing out to me, and wands are fire energy. So there's definitely this like, instead of facing the whatever this pursuit is, it's like running away, right? Being a little bit immature about it with the page coming through. Not to say that all pages always represent immaturity, but in this case, that's the energy I'm picking up on from this card. It's like, I got to get away. I got to get out of here. Fresh start. I need a fresh start. I need a new start. Just ignore it. Get away from it. That's the kind of like manic energy I'm getting from this. Yeah, especially on the bottom. Oh, yeah. Not, blocked energy. This is Libra, moon in Libra, I believe. But Libra is the associated with the seventh house. But this is the like not wanting to deal with it, being closed off, blindfolded, literally, like they're blindfolded, not wanting to look at this situation and deal with it. What else can we know about this spirit? What else? All right, let's see here. The Emperor. Yeah, this is somebody who may be in a position of power or dealing with some kind of authority, whether this be like governmental authority or another uh, business, an owner of the business that they've made a deal with somehow, and now it's gone sour in some way, and they're just trying to get away from it, not wanting to deal with it. Hmm. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through on the bottom again. So yeah, definitely business dealings coming through again with the Pentacles. Hmm. This is interesting. How can we go deeper into this? What is the business dealing related to? Please and thank you. I'll pull one more card and then I'm going to pull some archetypes because that might shed some light as well. Okay. Wands. Whatever this is, it is currently in progress. The tarot is not really telling us what this deal is related to, what the situation is about, but I mean, once again, hot pursuit is coming through. This is fast moving, fiery energy, right? So this is like, yeah, it's ongoing. um, hmm. With the number eight, the eight of wands, I'm getting, hidden things because the eighth house is all about secrets in some way. It's also about like shared resources, things like that. So yeah, it's the plot continues to thicken. We have the Queen of Swords here. There may be a feminine figure who is somehow involved in revealing information about this, because we keep having the queen. We had the Queen of Pentacles show up a few times, and now the Queen of Swords. So it's almost like this queen figure has some like some evidence, and they are willing to share this with, I don't know, some maybe some authority figure involved in the situation. And I'm really curious to see how this plays out. If this situation, if you're aware of what's going on and this resonates with you, please, if you're willing to share, you can be vague about it. Obviously, don't give away personal details in the comments. Please don't do that. But if you're willing to be vague about a story that maybe this pertains to for you, share down below. Love to hear about it. Yeah. So let's grab some archetypes. We started off with a 1 from the pre-shuffle, number 30 coming through here. It's like it's giving me this energy of like your intuition was right about this figure. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you feel about them. But yeah, let's get a little bit more. Whatever it is, I ask once again that you remember that we are all in this together, right? We are all part of this Earth system. So, try to see yourself in others always. Always. It's not easier said than done, I know. Especially if they have done something specifically to you. If you are the one that is involved in this business dealing with them and they have screwed you over somehow, I can understand how that could be difficult. But, love wins. The power of love always wins. Truly believe that. So, keep that in mind. All right, let's draw 3 archetypes here. Got 1, 2, and then we'll do this one. 3. All right, on the bottom we have the kiss. So yeah, the kiss is about it's like a partnership, right? It's 2 things or people coming together to create something new, to create a moment. A kiss. It's that 8th house energy again. It's intimate, right? So this is, whatever this is, it's like, it was a very close relationship in some regard. It had some element of intimacy to it. I'm not saying that this is like somebody cheating on someone. It could very well be that. I don't know. But there is some level of intimacy involved in this situation that's here. Yeah, so there is some pain, sorrow, possibly even regret involved here. The number 52 or 7 could be significant. The healer. All right, so that's good to see. There's some accountability here, right? There's this energy of wanting to repair the situation. We have the number 7 coming through again, or the number 25. So 7, 7, 7, 7. Yeah. Then we have the storm. Oh my god. Yep. I mean, yesterday we literally just had a really powerful geomagnetic storm, like one of the most powerful ones ever recorded. I believe it was the night before last night and also last night. It was pretty intense, and you could see like I'm sure you are aware of it, the aurora. People posting pictures of the aurora being visible all over the North America. I unfortunately couldn't really see it where I am, but But yeah, the storm. This is like the tower, right? The tower coming through again, but through the archetypes. The wild unknown archetypes is what these are for anyone curious. So, yeah. Let's see, we have the number 47. 47, 11, or 2 could be significant in some light as well. Huh. So while there is a heaviness to this situation, it's like it's healing in some way. All of this coming to light is healing. it's for the best of everyone involved that the truth about what's been going on here comes out, which is, great to see. I mean, the truth is not always comfortable, but it is the first step to repairing. Because you can't build solid foundations on lies. They always fall apart eventually, right? So, and the truth is not always a solid thing. Sometimes it is liable to change. The truth changes through time, right? Through culture, through identity. It's not necessarily a static thing. But as the truth changes, we must change with it. Otherwise, we are not living with the truth. So, it kind of this idea of allowing one to allow things to change. Don't be afraid of death, which is ultimately just change, right? And then two, don't be resistant to letting things fall away, right? Sometimes such entrenched stories or structures, the only way to get them to change is to let nature run its course. Like the universe is going to level itself out. It's going to bring itself into balance. And if you fight that, then you're going to have a bad time, right? So embrace the truth of the moment. Yes, that is the message here. And it's surrounding this, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is this it's almost like a TV drama. It feels like some like dark business secrets coming to light. It could be even related to family, if it's a family business. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's the energy that I'm seeing here. So let's take another angle and then I will start to wrap up this message. I want to look at the random image generator. This one's always fun. I'm gonna generate some new images, but this is interesting. We have this idea of like fashion or like showing off in some way. Hold on, let me block these ads really quick. Just okay. That one was really intrusive. So okay, yeah, okay. We have somebody posing for a photo here. The color red coming through significantly, and then also this like purple and black. Um, but I'm getting this idea of like opulence, like showing off wealth in some way. This could be part of like a red flag for someone involved in a deal with another person. Like maybe they're seeing how these other people are they're getting all these new things and these new things are really fancy and they're showing them off to the world and they're like, well, hold up, how are you able to afford all of this when we have this going on? It's I don't know, it could play out in a million different ways. That's just an example. So yeah, opulence, showing off. Let's see what else comes through. Oh, okay. So fall energy. This like distorted pumpkin. I just didn't do it again. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. The mouth of this pumpkin almost looks like a portal. And it's like it's a very elongated, distorted looking face. Their eyes also resemble this portal too. So it's almost like in their nose. It's almost like one something somebody says is like it like takes you to that place of like understanding like, oh, this is what's going on. Like that's the kind of portal energy I'm getting here. And it's like the facade, the mask, I'm seeing this pumpkin face as kind of like a mask, is like it's distorting the truth that lies on the other side of this portal in some way. It's like the only way to get to the other side is to hear it from the pumpkin's mouth, to distort a phrase a little bit, hearing it from the horse's mouth, right? It's like, yeah. And fall, the word fall, pumpkins seasonally associated with fall, right? But it's like the fall of something. It's like the fall of this facade, the fall of this story. Yeah. And then we have it paired with another pumpkin down here, and this one is like smoky and kind of like it looks like it's in the middle of a fire. It's got all these logs underneath it. So this idea of like being put through the fire, being put in the fire again, being put in the hot seat, and like all this stuff inside is just leaking out. Yeah, just all the everything that was held inside is being evaporated and released. That's kind of the energy I'm getting down here. And if you look at the keywords, we see autumn, fall, scary, horror, holiday, dark, ghost, celebration, night, like. So it's this weird mix of like this situation might come across as a bit dark or scary in some way, but also there's this celebratory energy of like that's like a relief is what it feels like to me. Like, oh my God, finally we know the truth. Like this could be something that has just been like weighing on you, like you felt it physically, like yeah. And then once it's out there, it's just like, you know, this is dark, but I'm so glad that I'm not insane, right? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. Okay, so this one was fun, but let's get some advice for the viewer here with some verbs. Yeah, I saw jam there at the top as the first word. So yeah, this might be putting, maybe you've been in a bit of a jam, or that other person is in a bit of a jam because of all of this. But let's see what comes through with three. Visit, cheer, and pine. Hey, we had pine come through on a reading. I think like two readings back. But it's yeah, pine as a verb is like a desire. It's like wanting something. I'm pining for you. I'm pining for this. Like you're really hoping for something. Visit. Um, so obviously this means to go somewhere, to visit a place, a person. So somebody could be receiving a visit, or you might be encouraged to go visit someone or somewhere or something. Um, let's see. And then also cheer. Once again, this energy of celebration. It's like it's that relief coming through again. So the advice, this being in the advice, is like, yes, you should celebrate when the opportunity arises, right? Like it's okay, even if the situation, like you don't have to be gloaty about it, but you can allow yourself to feel the relief, right? Like I think that's what this kind of cheer is. It's like, yeah, it's just a big sigh of relief. I keep having these like I keep wanting to take these really big breaths, and that's what the energy feels like. It's just like taking the whole situation in for what it is and just being like, okay, it is what it is, but I knew it. I knew something was going on here, and I'm glad that I know now for real that there's like concrete evidence. Okay, let's see here. So you have the Empress. So yeah, I'm getting this like it's this really relaxed, like laid back, like okay, I can rest now. We have the Page of Pentacles coming through again. Oh, and the Moon. Yes, okay. And shout out to the channel. Cup Knight coming through on the bottom. Knight of Cups. So yeah, this is like to me. Oh, and the Knight of Swords underneath that. So yeah, swift communication. Queen of Pentacles underneath that. She's coming up again. So whoever this is, whether it be you or someone else involved in this situation, they are central to this story in some way. Um. Anyway, back to the Knight of Cups. This is like you're able to move forward emotionally because of this. And that's the advice also, is that, you know, um, time to rest, take it easy, focus on you, keep doing the things that make your life worth living. And also, with the Page of Pentacles coming through again, this is like, I think the advice here is to really think about this new information or this new evidence or whatever it is. Just like be quiet about it because we have the moon coming through too. So this is like, energy or like cloudiness. It could also be confusion, fear in some ways, but it's more about like the dark, right? Keeping things silent, quiet in the dark. It's not the time to be like, hey everyone, guess what just happened? Look at this evidence. But like that's not the move here. The advice is to, celebrate yourself for being correct in whatever way you were correct, but also don't go blabbing your mouth about this to everyone because it could be a very delicate situation and it requires like this emotional tact, like this careful forward movement in the emotional space, right? I mean, the Knight of Swords is underneath the Knight of Cups, and I think it's not like it's basically saying like don't be this, like be this, move forward emotionally, like take into consideration the emotional lay of the land in light of this evidence, of this reveal, of this big disruption, and don't go like, hey everybody, guess what just happened, oh my god, like don't be a gossip. That's the advice. Yeah. So very interesting reading here today. You definitely gotta be careful with this one, but also have fun. have, have fun with it in whatever way you can. Oh, excuse me. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hopefully, you found this entertaining and useful in some way. As always, remember we are all here together. So be patient, be kind, try to be understanding with other people, and take care of yourself. Keep your heart open. Bye.